Yes, thank you so much, guys, for staying here with us. And we told you that we will be here with our guest. Our guest is around. Are you ready for our guest? Yes. Well, he's a veteran Nigerian singer whom we have to thank for hit songs like Nigeria, Jaga Jaga, Mr. Lecturer, and many more songs. Eedris Abdulkareem is here with us. Oh! Thank you so much for honoring our call. We're just talking about you some 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And we gave you a call and you said that when you come on the show, you talk more about it. And it was even about your landlord saga, your landlord saying that you beat him and you saying that that is not even the
real issue.
What is the real issue?
We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about...
Sure, you guys want to talk about...
Let's talk about music right now.
Yes.
Talk about your music.
Okay, I mean, since you started with the landlord thing, maybe we should go through that. You know, I'm a landlord too. I have houses in Lagos. And I have tenants too, you know. But with time to time, I like to move out to make sure that my tenants are very free. You know, most tenants don't want to do things and don't want to be free when the landlord lives in that house. So I decided to go out, pay my money, and have a peaceful, beautiful environment for myself while my tenants enjoy themselves. And at the end of the year, I collect my money. And I still take care of my bills. You know what I'm saying? But the fact about the NEPA thing is a movement for me, which is enough on the estimated bills that NEPA brings to individuals who don't even have voice to speak about it. How come you're not giving the people their prepaid meters?
By the way, they don't want to be addressed as NEPA any longer, PHCN.
Oh, whether you call it PHCN or not, up NEPA.
Wait, so it was deliberate?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have a campaign coming up that is strictly about Let There Be Light. And it has to do with all this ojoro, all this wickedness that has to do with NEPA giving individual estimated bills. There are MDAs and there are MDDAs. MDDAs are those companies that NEPA will give their prepaid meter. How come you are making it so difficult for individuals to get their own prepaid meter? Even when they file for prepaid meter, you intentionally will not give them that prepaid meter, saying all sort of lies, just because you know that those monies that they will charge you, which are estimated bills, are not going to the budget of the NEPA itself. They are sharing it between themselves. So Nigerians, wake up, Ojoro no day. So I'm waiting for NEPA actually.
So with the landlord, what's now the...
No, for the landlord, there's nothing actually. For the landlord, I
was there a beating?
No, I didn't beat him. If I beat him, you know, go fit stand up for you know, go there, you go still the hospital. But there's nothing like beating. I'm a gentleman. I'm a true Nigerian, and I abide to rules and regulation. However, the landlord is a very good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? But anything that has to do with, say, you they harass my wife.
I was about to get there.
Or you they harass my family. Or basically say you cannot call me to ask me question, then you come to my building to knock on the door when I'm not around. You go, I'll go there. So basically, I'm somebody that like to put people back in check. You understand? I won't do what you don't want me to do to you, so don't do it to me. You understand what I'm saying? As you are a landlord, that's why I'm a landlord. I mean, I visited some of my tenants day before yesterday. I've not been into that house before since I bought that house since 2014. That was just one of my properties. And I went there and I was like, hi guys, I've not seen, I don't even know my tenants. I said, okay, make a cuckoo come see. Now, my madam, they do all those things. How are you guys doing? You guys are okay? Everything good? Yeah, good. Is there any problem? Bros, this one, they do this. So water, they did stop us for a year. I said, that one, a Lagos problem. This one, my own problem. I go take care of that. Oh, Joro, no day.
But talking about this particular situation that hits the waves in the news, has there been a resolution, a conflict resolution?
Oh, yes. You know, when police invite you to come and talk, you know, so I saw somebody say, I heard Eedris has been arrested. And I was like, how can I be arrested and I'm still chatting with you? You know, so I went there and was like, Mr. Eedris, what happened now? So I explained, I said, I went to warn my landlord to stay of my privacy. And that is exactly it. And yesterday we've been able to resolve it. So my landlord is my paddy now.
Wow, we're happy to hear that.
We sit down together, drink, and
The allegations of wife and the former tenant, everything.
Just call it miscommunication or misunderstand.
Okay.
That's quite
Now,
mature.
let's talk music right about now.
Yeah.
You've been in the game. Now, you've been seeing the way the Nigerian music scene is right now. The young guys, they just post their song on social media. Do you want to break it down how distributing your song back then in those days was like, and looking at what it is now?
Back then, it's a jungle justice, jungle fever, jungle craziness, that all you need to do is you got to go to every radio station, you got to go to every TV station. You have to be on your toes. For me, as Eedris Abdulkareem, when I came into Lagos, I didn't have a house to stay. My father has houses, but I am starting all on my own. You understand? So I lived under the bridge for some times, and from there I moved to Ray Power, and there's this uncompleted building opposite Ray Power. Then everywhere was bush that time, and may so rest in peace, Steve Kadri. He walked up to me and was like, I'm a boy, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, mo rí ẹ nínú uncompleted video yẹn, kí ló ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ náà? Mo ní bros, àti Kánò lèmi ti wá, man. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ sọ fún mi pé tí n bá rí Kenny àti D1 pé máa make ẹ̀. Mo mọ bí mo máa rí wọn, but mo believe pé máa rí wọn jọ kan. Ó ní ṣé o ní demo? Mo ní bros, demo mi ni freestyle tí n fẹ́ ṣe fún yín, and I started doing freestyling. And he was just laughing. I was like, okay, hold on. I have a brother. His name is Eddie Montana. Tomorrow we're going to be going for Chelsea Grand Slam, if you remember. You know, so come with me. You meet with Eddie. You guys can do something. Come back to Ray Power, do a song. Then I'll see how to take it to Kenny. In the evening, I have one jersey. I have only one cloth.
Wow.
The jersey was number 9. You know, so I wash it in the evening and wear it in the morning. So that morning I didn't wear it at all. So I made sure that number 9 we'd all fade finish.
Look fresh.
So around 9 o'clock, Steve Kadri came out, you know, and it was like, I'm a boy, you know, shall ready? Money, but I'm not ready. Only I one boss. You know, I was so. And while I was going, I was just reciting Kurisiyu. I was just like, God, this is the time. Because my mind is still back home to my mom, you know, because I needed to take my mom out of that ghetto. I know what was going to happen in the north in the next 20, 25 years back then. So I left and I met with Eddie and we had a beautiful conversation. And we came back to Ripa together. Then Bengawe, enough respect. Boyga Shotunde, enough respect, you know. They came, I was like, which instrumental do you guys have in mind? I was like, MC Light, MC Light. So Shakomo came out. So we recorded Shakomo and Eddie went back to his house. Tony was not in the picture, at that moment. So Eddie went back, so I went back to the uncompleted building. And like a day after, Steve was like, I'm a boy, mabo. So I went in and said, mabo. So he took me inside the library.
Okay.
And Sula So, the rector, was in the library at that moment. And Sula was like, Steve Kilonshela, I said, please do me a favor. If Kenny comes or D1 comes, tell them that me, Steve Kadri, wants them to listen to this boy's song that Raymond Okwesi sent me on errand. So I was very careful. I was just praying. I was just hoping. Then all of a sudden, D1 came in. So immediately I saw D1. I prostrated immediately. You know, Baba, please, just listen to my song, even if you're not going to do anything. Just listen to my song. So D1 looked at me very carefully. I guess he wasn't in a good mood that day. And he looked at Sule and said, I'm going to report you to the GM.
For this rubbish.
For bringing people into the studio.
Yeah.
Immediately that happened, Sule now did like this.
That should go.
Yeah, so as I was leaving, I was crying. And something told me that, And immediately I took another step. Another one says, relax, be patient, go and tell Steve Kadiri what happened. So I waited in the uncompleted building for Steve Kadiri. After 2 hours, 30 minutes, Steve came. And Steve was like, oh my boy, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, mama, ṣé o ti rí bàbá? I'm only no, mo rí bàbá di one, but ó dà pé wọ́n sí in a good mood. Yeah. Only, yeah. He now held my hand again for the second time. Straight
To
to
the
the
same library.
studio. No, this time, Kenny and Diwan are presenting on radio already.
Yeah.
So from the glasses, it was like,
Redundant
Steve
studio.
was like,
Yeah.
hello. So Kenny was like, me? He was like, yeah. So Kenny now said it was coming, then it came. Do you know the first experience that I had with Kenny Ogumbe? Immediately he opened the door. I was the next person by the door. He was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Oh, wow.
Everything good? You
Wow.
all right, man? What's up, man? I said, yes, I'm fine. Then that changed my mentality about individuals
Yes.
at that moment. So, Steve, what can I do for you? He said, sir, please listen to this. And he was like, I'm on radio. He said, please.
The rest is history.
Kenny was like, this shit is going on radio right now.
MDC.
The rest is
This
the rest, ladies and gentlemen, is
History.
history.
Such a beautiful story.
The rest
Wow.
is history.
Wow. Guys,
Eddie was like, every music was everywhere. So Eddie had to leave where he was coming. Oh. So it was 2 months later, we met Tony.
we have to go on a quick break
okay.
right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, Eedris Abdulkareem is still right here in the building. Stay here with us.
Checked out that absolute jam, of course, by Eedris Abdulkareem live in Yankee. Fun fact, that is where he met his wife.
No be lie.
Yeah, no be lie. All right, so right about now, it's time for our hot topics. And we have a couple of things that we're about to break down, on. And the first thing we're talking about is Burna Boy's statement that nobody paved the way for him in the industry. What are you thinking about that?
I think, with due respect, Burna Boy needs to apologize. At least Fela made it happen for you. And you stole from a lot of Fela's song to become who you are. And you stole from Afrobeat to become who you are. Even though Fela's songs are strictly about messages that had value to the lives of people. What is your song all about?
He never
But he
said, he said Fela.
Apart from Fela,
Apart from Fela,
and
all of
his
that,
family,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good.
So you agree?
If he did that, perfect. That's good.
So no other person paved the way for
That's
him.
the truth, because he's using Fela's song to do what he has to do. But also, we made it happen for this generation to be successful because we fought with our life. We fought, Kenny Ogumbe did, you did, a lot of people did, because I remember when Kenny Ogumbe was going to play Shakomo, he was like, from today on, we're going to be playing 70% Nigerian song, 30%.
That's right.
30%.
That's right.
30% foreign music. So I would tell Burna Boy that I think you make a mistake there, because without some people, you wouldn't have been who you are. Because back then, when you go to any record company like Premier Music, Sony Music, they'll tell you to go back to your state and go and sing traditional music. And for people like Wed MC, for the people like Zaki Aze, for people like Daddy Shoki, for people like all those people to make it happen, to generation, to make it happen, they fought for this music industry. So you should respect that. Don't be selfish about that. It is extremely important, because without them, you wouldn't have been who you are. However, Eedris Abdulkareem single-handedly came out and fought that revolution when 50 Cent came to Africa, and I was asked to leave the business class for 50 Cent. And I said, no, anything when I give 50 Cent now, I will give me. If I give 50 Cent executive suits for any hotel, I want to make my room the opposite 50 Cent. If you give 50 Cent 17 babes, I want 17 babes. If you give 50 Cent 17 Domprion and anything, do you know why? Because Americans are not the one buying the shares. Americans are not the one buying the drinks. Nigerians are the one buying it. And you wouldn't have invited me for your shows if Eedris Abdulkareem was not all over the places. So, Burna Boy, take it easy on me. take it easy. Some people made it happen for you.
Well said.
Okay, so there was another matter, and that's Mercy Aigbe making a statement about single girls and married men, you know, securing the bag. And, you know, it was Valentine period, and so she was talking to single girls that if you're dating a married man and he brings you flower, don't even collect it. That how can you be dating a married man and then you want to collect flower? Secure the bag, like
should get something more
you should get something very keen from the married man.
Okay.
And so people came at her and then they were saying that, are you encouraging single girls to do this and all that? Okay. So I really want to know, what are your thoughts about
Okay, so I love the Yoruba proverbs a lot, and this one I'm going to say, I don't know if I'm right or not, if I'm, just correct me. Irinisini
Isonilojo.
Isonilojo.
So what does it mean? Interpret it.
Interpret it, please. What does
So
that mean?
now, for the people who don't know, for you to say
That's why
it,
I said that, you know, you just completed it for me.
I should help you.
Yeah, so what does it mean? It means
But you
that,
knew what it meant before you said
so
it. I just helped you with the
that
Yoruba.
who you are is who you represent. Who you are is who you represent. What you stand for is what you represent. Listen, man, Mercy, I am a big fan of hers, you understand?
Okay.
But I think if you look at it very well, what she's saying basically is, lucky for the winner, I could you for the loser. I'm a star, I gotta do what I gotta do to make my money. If you can do it too, you gotta do what you gotta do to make your money. And sometimes it's the reason why they have to leave their marriages. So maybe if you check on well, the man no get fought before she leave her marriage. So she enjoys this life and she just want to live it, and she's feeling good about it, and she needs to encourage every other person in that relationship. I mean, who are single mothers to like, hey, well, go see success in marriage. You heard that now. There's no success in marriages. All you need to do is make money from anybody. You don't know day.
Okay, talking about marriage, you must have heard about this Tonto Dike and Churchill situation.
Yeah.
Now Churchill is suing Tonto Dike to court for defamation of character, and it's been a back and forth, the child involved. What's your take on this?
Yeah, so for me, I think that my advice for every individuals out there is don't go into marriages because somebody is beautiful, because they have money or something. Make sure that you know that you guys are compatible. Make sure that you know that she likes what you like. Make sure that you know that there's something about you that's going to keep you guys together for the rest of your life, no matter where it is. I mean, for God's sake, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce and they're still together. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So what are we saying? This all, come on, I beg, talk on that too.
Okay, yes, we can go on and on, but we have to talk about new music from Eedris Abdulkareem.
Wow. Yes. Well, watch out for Amotekun.
That's the album. Or the
no,
single?
it's a new song.
Okay.
You know, I was telling you on the phone that I wouldn't like to come for this interview until my video is ready.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember?
True.
So the video will be ready. So watch out for Amotekun. All right. So Amotekun basically, it's going to direct everything that Nigeria is, meaning that at the moment the police cannot handle the security of Nigeria. At the moment, if anybody is telling you that everything is okay in Nigeria, that person is lying. At the moment, I want to use this opportunity that I live in the north. I have relatives in the north. We grew up together, and they are beautiful people, so much beautiful Hausa Fulani people, but their percentage is not more than 2%. And that at this moment, if the Hausas Fulani can have what we call Sharia police, Isba police, why are they scared of the Amotekun police? You and I know that on the Southwest Road, that a lot of women that came in from America that are Yorubas, that are Igbos, were kidnapped and raped in the presence of their children. Are we kidding? Are we that mute not to talk about the situation in the country? Just because you are trying to not to offend some political interest? Let's leave that out of it. I want to congratulate anybody that is in charge of Amotekun in the Southwest, all the Southwest governor. I want to congratulate you all, and I'm happy about Amotekun. Amotekun will set the record straight. Ojoro no day. Watch out for Amatekun.
Wow.
Enough said. I mean, what can we add to that?
Yes, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Eedris Abdulkareem has spoken. We just have to go. Hope you guys enjoyed every bit of the show. Throwback Thursday is always a vibe, and we have to go.
Thank you so much, Eedris.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For myself, OJ, Onipot, and Dara.
Yes.
We are out of the building. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.